This is Robbie and Rexroad with Robbie Stanley and Joe Rexroad on Nashville's best sports talk, 102.5 and 106.3 The Game, and on the Game Nashville app.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
And welcome into the Wednesday edition of Robbie and Rexroad, 102.5, 106.3 The Game. Robbie Stanley alongside Joe Rexroad. David Janes here with you on this Wednesday morning. Hope everybody is doing well. Joe Rexroad is live down in Orlando, Florida in preparation for the first round of the NCAA tournament. Tennessee getting things kicked off down there late tomorrow night, 8:40 here locally, 9:40 Eastern time, which Joe Rexroad has very much been anticipating all week long. Joe, how is sunny Orlando, Florida, as we sit here today from 28-degree Nashville, Tennessee?
It's good, other than like you on the Zoom is totally going Max Headroom on me. It's freaking me out.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about it.
I mean, it's kind of funny. I got an espresso machine here, so here's a triple shot. It's not a big coffee, but there's a triple shot of espresso in there. Then there's just a regular coffee, kind of like, And also shout out to the Harry Buffalo sports bar down here, downtown Orlando. Got the Vanderbilt Yale tilt on a nice big TV for us last night. So there you go. Things are going great. It's a lot warmer down here.
Very exciting. Very exciting. Yeah. David Janes, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great, guys. Just out here living my best life.
Living your best life is good. We had a lot to get to on the program here today. Obviously, another active day in NFL free agency yesterday with the Tennessee Titans. We're going to get heavily into that throughout the show here today. Lot of San Francisco flair to it, Joe. I'll just say lots of 49er flair to it with the Tennessee Titans. We'll get into that coming up here in just a few minutes. Obviously, the NCAA tournament, I guess officially, is underway. We'll get into the meat of it with Tennessee coming up a little bit later in the show as well. But, Joe, we begin with the Nashville Predators, who win yet again last night. 2-1 the final score at Bridgestone Arena. They take down the Detroit Red Wings. The Winnipeg Jets lose last night to Carolina. And all of a sudden, the Predators find themselves 4 points back of a playoff spot with 3 games in hand. And, oh, by the way, they play the Winnipeg Jets on Saturday at Bridgestone Arena. So I believe, if my reading skills are correct from Twitter last night, that Winnipeg just played Carolina last night. They'll go on the road and they'll take on Boston on Thursday, which, as we know, is very challenging so far this year, and then into Nashville on Saturday. So Boston Thursday, Nashville Saturday. Meanwhile, the Predators have a date with the Blackhawks coming up on Thursday night. So, Joe, there is a chance that the Predators could be in a playoff spot come Saturday night based on the way that things have gone lately. If Boston takes care of Winnipeg and if the Predators can take down the Jets on Saturday. Of course, the Preds also have to take down the Blackhawks as well. But the Preds, they keep winning, and all of a sudden 4 points back of a playoff spot.
Yeah, I think I saw, someone gave and tell me who it was because it's 6:04 a.m. Someone gave the chip on the shoulder quote.
Yeah, it was. I think it was Sherwood. Kiefer Sherwood.
Kiefer Sherwood. There you go, Kiefer Sherwood. So, and hey, man, it's funny because I actually could sort of draw a little. This is what the Vols need to look at and do, right? This team is basically people are like, hey, let's just watch young guys. No pressure, right? I mean, there's no pressure. There was massive pressure on this team, and there's now no pressure on this team. And of course, there's also less talent on this team, but I mean, we're seeing they've got some young guys who can play, and it seems like there's this just sort of reformed chemistry that's good. I mean, again, they've still this has still been the softer part of the schedule, and you've pointed that out before. So it's going to get more challenging, but all of a sudden you're talking about a big game, and I honestly didn't really think we'd be talking about big games once we got into like mid to late March with this team.
No, me either. And look, they're still not scoring a ton of goals. I mean, that's the thing we've talked about, right? I mean, they're scoring 2 a game, 3 a game, somewhere in that neighborhood, but yet they continue to find ways to win. And, Joe, what is quickly turning into the story of this run here is Tommy Novak, and he scores again last night. Shout out to Tommy Novak for the Preds pick to click point. Thank you very much. Appreciate that very much. And he's got 28 points he's got 28 points in 34 games with the big club this year. So 13 goals, 15 assists. and he's got 20 points in his last 19 games. So for almost a 20-game sample size, he has been over a point-per-game player for the Nashville Predators, and I did not have that one on the list this year, that Tommy Novak would come in and make the impact that he has, but the guy's on fire right now, and he had a nice redirection goal like right underneath the bar last night. I mean, he's playing really, really well, and I did not expect them to get this type of production out of Tommy Novak when they recalled him.
So is this, kind of a charmed year, guy on a heater, or is it, and then it's gonna, come back to earth type thing?
Yeah.
Or is this, do you think, maybe a hint of things to come, that he could really be, a significant piece down the line?
It's a great question because, I mean, look, you